Hello, anyone who's watching this. Can you be honest for a second? Do you think you are cool? And if so, or if not, like, why? What does being cool mean to you? Because that word has been like floating around my psyche for a while, like recently, and I feel like it's because looking back at everything my whole life, I've never been cool by any definition that I've come across. And to be honest, I really wish I was. I say a lot where I'm like, who cares what anybody else thinks? Like, this, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm like doing all this stuff. But to be honest, I do, at least in part, want to be seen as like someone cool. So while I'm doing all these things that I love, I am like secretly hoping that like somebody's like looking and like, and I feel like that's embarrassing to admit, but it's just like I need some like semblance of hope that like somebody looks at me and sees someone that they hold in a high regard. But the thing is, nobody is willing to do that if nobody's willing to talk to me. And that's also something that I've been thinking about, like, of why that is. And it's like multiple reasons. Like, you know, I've talked about how people spread rumors about me being a dangerous person, and also the fact that I am like awkward and I embarrass myself a lot because, well, just because. And also the fact that, like, you know, I was holding hands with a guy once, like, get over it. It didn't even work out anyways. So yeah, nobody's really, actually, also let me something something I add on to that is the fact that it's not nobody's talking to me. It's also the fact that I'm not talking to them. Like, sometimes people do try to talk to me, but I feel like I'm so distant and isolated that I just don't engage with it because, like I said, all that stuff. And also, I lost my middle school friend group for no reason. They all just decided to hate me. Well, for a reason. The fact of me wanting to hold hands with a dude, like, get over it. I can't. I don't know how that's caused so much pain and stress in my life, and people calling me slurs and stuff. Like, it literally is not important. Whatever. I can't even get into this right now. But yeah, so a lot of people at my school aren't willing to talk to me, and the people that are willing to talk to me, I don't talk to them. Like, there has been multiple instances where, like, people are complimenting me on my stuff and, like, trying to talk to me, and sometimes when I pass some random person in the hallway and like accidentally like make eye contact with them, they'll be like, "Hey, Grant." Mind you, I don't know them, I don't talk to them. So maybe that's on me for maybe that's just on me, I don't know. But it also doesn't help that, like, as soon as I enter into the school building, I feel like the ugliest person in the room every single time. And I've talked about this before, like, in another video. You can go watch that if you want, but I'm not like forcing you or anything. But to rehash that a little bit, I feel like I look very lame. Like, nobody like I feel like I look annoying. That's what I'm trying to say. So I hate my body shape, I hate my face, I hate my voice, and I hate that I have, like, you know, like twitches / ticks or whatever. So I hate that. Especially my voice. That's like something where it's like I keep a interaction to a minimum, and whatever. I'm not gonna rehash it. Sorry, my mind feels so like jumbled today. So yeah, nobody's really talking to me and interacting with me. So in turn, I feel very uncool. Unk, if you will. that's not what that word means, but whatever. So I kind of like fill up my time with like trying to be interesting and stuff like that, and doing art projects and doing just whatever comes to my mind, and just trying to like upgrade myself to the best version I can be. But it feels like no matter what I do, I'm just a deeply uninteresting person trying to cosplay someone that does interesting things. Like, everyone around me, it feels like so effortless, where it's like they have their personality and they do the things that they do, and they're cool and stuff like that. And like this one person that I had a crush on, like, I know people aren't perfect, but you know, some people get as close as they can be. Like this guy that I crush on, he was like perfect. He was, or he still is my type, but like obviously for obvious reasons, that's never gonna work out. But with people like that, it just seems so effortless. Why is my hair? My hair is not looking good. I can't. Whatever. But some people, like, it's so effortless with them that's just like they just are cool people. And I always feel like so awkward around them. And like I feel like I try to do stuff, like I try to make cool things and like just collect vinyls, do whatever. But it never feels like enough because it always feels like I'm just like someone cosplaying. Well, I guess I already said this, but someone cosplaying as someone cool. And even when people aren't cool, it's like I look around and they just seem like at least normal, I guess. And I always feel like I'm kind of making people uncomfortable by being like sort of socially reserved almost, and just being like, I don't know, just the way that I am. But also I could be like very, very off because I'm not like super in tune with like the perception of myself. I feel like what I wish is that I could go into like somebody else's brain and possess them and like experience and see what I look like from a 3D outer perspective, because I feel like no matter what I do, I can never get a clear like vision of myself. It's always biased, it's always warped, and I don't know what to do about it because I look in the mirror one day and it's like, boo, tomato, 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 you look like trash, I hate you, I hate you, you're so annoying, can't you shut your mouth for once? And then the next day I'll be like, I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, wait, I kind of look good though. So it's like, which is it? I can't, that's why I'm talking bad on myself, because I just don't know. So I can't base it off of my own perception. So like I just have to go off of compliments. Like the most compliments I get is like if I work a long time on a piece and then somebody's like, oh, that's neat. So yeah, that's why I said before that like I kind of just don't want to be around people until I can like build up in my mind like self-confidence. And I do that by achieving things. So I really want to get ambitious with my artwork and stuff like that. So like I'm really trying. You know, I made a rug. I collected some vinyls. I did some drawing. Did some collaging. I sculpted some things. Oh, that's weird. I sculpted some things, but I feel like I have to do more. Like, so I started more. I started writing. I started like learning music, even though I've never done that before. But I want my name attached to some albums, and I feel like I have really good ideas. So I whatever. If you subscribe, you'll probably see some of that in the future, not in the near future, but whatever. Yeah. Also, that like me making videos and stuff like that. It's like that's another avenue. If I get like a lot of subscribers and people think then there's gonna be some people that think I'm cool because those, whatever. You get it. You're so smart. Anyway, if you want to like see more of me, and if you want to get more thoughts in my brain, subscribe. YouTube tells me if you don't. She's a little narc. And I'll see you next time.